Hey guys, welcome back to Romani's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a traditional Ghana treat that we have, and it's just literally condensed milk toffee, just made out of condensed milk and butter to fry into the butter or oil, but I'm using coconut oil instead of butter, so you can use butter if you don't want that. And it's so simple. Literally all you need is a frying pan, your butter or coconut oil, and empty the whole condensed milk into the pan and just gradually stir it. So I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so I'm just going to go in there with about a teaspoon of coconut oil or butter if that's what you're using, and just wait for that to just melt. And then I have my condensed milk here, which I have fully opened, so I am just going to literally just chuck that in here. Mind you, the heating needs to be on medium low. Do not put it on high because this needs time. Okay, majority of the time is just for stirring in. So just going to empty the condensed milk. Get any kind of condensed milk, it does not matter. It doesn't have to be the Carnation brand. Obviously Carnation brand is the best, but any other one will work the same way. Okay, so empty your condensed milk. And then get your spatula and just, like I said, on low heat. All you have to do is just keep mixing. So this takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes for it to fully cook, depending on how high you have the heat. But you do have to keep stirring and you'll see the color change. So remember, low to medium heat, but more low, and keep stirring. Okay, so I've been stirring for about 5 minutes now, and as you can see, it's looking a bit thin, but the bottom is thickening up. This is why it's so important to keep stirring, making sure it's all mixed properly. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on doing this until the mixture starts to thicken up. Okay guys, so it's now about 10 minutes and I'm still stirring. It's getting a bit thicker and the color is changing slightly, which means we're slowly getting there. So at this stage, just continue, like I said, continue whisking, making sure everything is binding together, no lumps, and keep going. And then I'll show you when it starts to get brown and the consistency that it needs to be for you to get it out of the pan. Okay, so you can see it's getting more thicker and colors changing even more, but at this stage it's still not ready because it needs to be like a real nice golden brown and thick, almost coming out of the pan for it to be ready. So 15 minutes later, still on low heat, mixing, and you have to just continue doing it like this. Okay, so you can see the brown that I'm talking about still coming up, still mixing. So this is like nearly 20 minutes in to stirring, and it still needs some more time, so give it more. And you can see it's coming away from the pan, so keep on going, and the next time I show you, it will be the consistency that it needs to be to remove it out of the pan. Okay, so at this stage it's looking like it's ready. Believe it or not, it's still not ready because it still needs to get just a bit more darker than this, and it needs to be able to come off away from the pan easily without it giving it all this streaky kind of effect still. So at this stage you probably got another 5 minutes. So I'm guessing in total you'll probably need about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes I'll say, depending. So we're nearly there, Okay, so at this stage you can see the color that it has become, and it's coming away from the pan so easily. So when it looks exactly like this, it is ready. Okay, make sure the board that you put it on is either buttered or greased. So I'm going to put it on my board now. Okay, so I have put in that on there, onto the coconut oil. Okay, because it is really hot and sticky, I would now be putting my gloves on and molding it. Okay, so at this stage it is really hot, but you need to work it fast before it sets. So I've got my coconut oil here, I've greased the board. I'm going to cut it in two, put one bit here. Try and let it obviously cool down if you need to, and then you can start molding your sweet shapes. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that to cool down just a little bit and then make the shapes. Okay, so it is still hot like I said, but then if you don't start to mold it, then it will stay rock solid. So got my knife here, I'm just going to cut a little bit. I've got the coconut oil on there, so it's just literally roll it into all the shapes that you know. You can do it this shape, which is a traditional shape that we have or we make in Ghana. Okay, and then at this point you can just cut it. Don't forget to put oil on your knife, otherwise it will stick. But you have to work this a bit fast before it actually stays how it is. So I'm just going to put these here. Okay, take another piece, cut it. I mean, you can do different shapes, all kind of shapes of it, but the whole point is for it to set post doing your shapes. Otherwise, okay, so I'm just gonna twist this like that, just different shapes, leave that there. And like I said, it is hot, so I hope you have the okay guys, so this is it cut out. So it's imperative that you put it on a plate and separate them, because these are literally the caramel chews. They're like your toffees, your normal toffees. So imagine it being hot and not separating. If you put it all together, it will all stick together. But like this, it all ends up being separated, and then it sets and becomes even harder. Okay, so yeah, it's important that you separate them all. Okay, and this is it. This is what we have here, our Ghana toffee made with condensed milk. So like I said, literally condensed milk. So if you look at the color it was at the beginning, and this is the color you need it to be. So it's just a workout in your hands basically to get what you need to, and it tastes delicious. If you go to a shop, you're going to get about 6 pieces for £1, whereas you can get your condensed milk and try it out yourself. So give it a go. Thanks for watching.